a week later from my April 8th garden tour, and some things have changed, so I want to document those. I still haven't thinned out my rose bush, and I haven't deadheaded these hydrangeas. The tulips are just about done, but I did get the seeds in here, which are going to be zinnias. So I don't see anything, but will take like a week to 10 days. So probably in the next week, I should see something sprouting up from here. And maybe there are things that I'm just not down close enough to see, although I'm looking pretty good and my eyesight's still pretty good. So anyway, hopefully zinnias will show up in here. My April rose bush, I don't even see any buds yet. And sometimes in April, this thing's in bloom. So it's going to be the end of April for this carnation type rose. I just pulled this off my front porch. I also just this morning pulled my little plastic swimming pool off the front porch with the rest of the plants that need to be planted in it. I've taken quite a few things out and planted in my yard. And the celery, some cucumbers and tomatoes, and it looks like a Brussels sprout still have to be planted. My cherry tree has a couple blossoms, and this was from a seed from the cherry tree that was actually there that died. So it's nice to be able to get a tree from a seed. This needs to still be weeded, and I want to put some garden soil in it. My irises are looking green, garlic, oregano, foxglove, snapdragons. Over here, I still have to plant these things in here. There's some garlic. There's the tomatoes that need to be planted right here. And these look like pepper plants. So lots to do in here. I was hoping to actually get more dirt in there. I don't think I'm going to. So we'll just plant it the way it is. I put a lot of tomato plants in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and actually 9, 10. It's quite a few in there. I put a cucumber over here because nothing was here. It used to be echinacea. I put some dirt in here, and this is a mignonette strawberry. Tastes very much like a cotton candy. The bees have been loving pollinating, and you can see they're still pollinating the blueberries. Some garlic, oregano. I put cucumbers in here, so hopefully they're going to take hold, although it hasn't been cold, but it was windy, so hopefully they get toughened up a little bit and start growing better. I still have more asparagus to harvest today, which I wish I had more in here. Garlic's over here. I think that's a tomato plant. Comfrey. This should be horseradish, but it's going to seed, whatever it is. And this actually looks like pepper plants. So I have 2 pepper plants in here. So, and then back in this back flower bed, and I don't know if you can see it, all the purple that's in the grass back here. It's just gorgeous. So I've got some tomato plants back here, and again, the wind, it's been dry, but hopefully they perk up. Back in here, I put seeds, and these are going to be sunflowers, and hopefully there's enough sun to make them into sunflowers. But I planted it all in here. And there's daffodils and what do you call those? Gosh, I can't think of the other things, but daffodils were some of them, and daylilies are the other thing. So we'll see if the sunflowers come up. Still always lots of weeding to go around to everywhere, especially in this flower bed. I think last year I weeded it 4 times. If I could get the flowers to grow like the weeds do, life would be lovely. Anyway, so that's about it. There's in the corner here is a raspberry bush. That's doing fabulous. Should be some spearmint coming up in here. There's chocolate mint over here in this bucket, and I see that's coming up. So hopefully I have a bunch of spearmint in the yard somewhere. And these are coming up here, the ferns. I got those at one of the DuPont mansions, and those are doing lovely, and they've multiplied like crazy. I only had one, and now I must have a good half a dozen or a dozen. So that was a nice bargain. This tomato plant, again, it's been dry and warm and windy, so that hasn't helped. Although they're probably toughing up if they can make it through. And I think still my biggest and most enjoyable thing to watch is this apple tree. It's so pollinated with all kinds of bees. And if all these blossoms are an apple, it's going to be fantastic. All right, thanks for watching. Good luck with your gardens. Peace.